So this particular game show, the guy came to the studio to check the studio. There was light and everything worked well. But on this day that they were supposed to do the game show, that's how we saw that these guys brought a coaster bus. A coaster bus filled with people. I'm like, damn, people were sweating. I felt so embarrassed. Like, ah. So I'm making this almost like a diary session with myself, talking about some of the challenges I've been through setting up one of the best recording studio in Lagos. So 3 weeks ago, we had almost close to a month now. We've had cooling system issues. We've changed our AC about 3 times. We've changed technicians about 3 times too. I've spent quite a lot of money on working on it. Our worst experience was we had a family game show. I'll see if I can put a video up. Man, our AC showed us shaky. And before that time, I think I already swapped the AC, but because we're a studio that we don't have all the funds in the world, so we had to start with what we had. So I think the only one I could afford at that time was used AC. So this particular game show, the guy came to the studio to check the studio. There was light and everything worked well. But on this day that they were supposed to do the game show, that's how we saw that these guys brought a coaster bus. A coaster bus filled with people. I'm like, damn. Everything started. We turned on the jam. We were running the session. Damn, people were sweating. I felt so embarrassed. Like, I wish I could just see one, like 10 million, and just fix this issue. So we started the session. The AC was so bad. I already called the technician already that, please, we'll have a session like this. Come help us fix it. Let's see how we can get this over with. But the 2 people I called, they didn't come around. So we had to just use it like that. But it was unbearable. We got it sorted. At least people didn't really sweat as much, but it wasn't enough. So after 3 weeks, we had another session, which they fixed the AC. So it started working well again. It was looking like a canker one because we fixed it. So I didn't know why the same issue was just persistent. This is like a diary for me, Sha. We fixed it. So if you've ever experienced that, we are sorry. And that is why I'm making this video. So we fixed the issue and we had another session again. So this AC give up again. If you are buying anything, please just hold the money and buy new one, because the amount of money I spent on each of these AC, I'd have just bought new one. But the only thing was I didn't have all the money at once. So if you have money, just buy brand new AC. Please buy brand new of anything you're buying. Maybe on some gear, I can give you a suggestion of what not to buy as brand new. So the next session we had live recording. Drummer is going to be playing, people are going to be dancing and the rest. And normally, even if you sit down, the AC is not catching very well. But less of when I start dancing, I'm doing other things. So he started doing other things, and the guy that booked that session, if he squeezed his clothes, daddy, water will drop into like a bucket. I felt so embarrassed. And the funny thing about that session was that these guys had their own studio. They just needed another studio that looked finer than their own. So the AC still wasn't working. At one point, we just noticed that the drummer was just putting his head on the table, on the drums. Like, this guy know the play from the recording or mixing booth. And I noticed the drummer is putting his head on the table. What's going on? I had to quickly go and meet him, and he said, my voice is turning me. I'm like, So I apologized as many times, which I don't like to do, but we are a growing studio. We are working to sort it out. And immediately after that, I had to get all the fonts I could put my hand on. And we had to change it to a 2 horsepower Hisense AC, which is serving us better now. We've now had a session that I would actually use to test it, but based on what the technician said, help us better. So that's like one of our worst experience running the best recording studio in Lagos. So in case you've had a bad experience with us before, I'm sorry. I want to say I'm sorry, but it's better now.